So I've just gone live with Pace Partners. So I've just gone live with Pace Partners. I'm at level 1.2. I'm doing this because I just put out a video on Pace Partners. If you have any comments, I'll try to respond to them. This is actually something new for me, displaying comments and ride-ons. So far this ride, I've got 30 ride-ons. Latest one from SMF Donnelly, B6424, NG Hurd, M Morgan, and M Fletcher. Let's see if any of you are watching and comment. The only comment I have is from myself. It says, hi. Anyway, climbing a hill with a pace partner, you've got to be really careful that you don't get too far ahead. That's the easiest thing. So try to approximate pace partner's power. I'm riding with Dan Diesel, who rides at 1.2 watts per kilogram. So for me, that would be about 120 watts. I just went up that hill and I can see I'm opening up a gap. So I've reduced my power down to about 80 until okay, well, he's down to 3-meter gap. So I need to resume my power. Otherwise, the pace partner will go past. So I've done that. Pretty well matching the pace partner's output now and staying pretty close. I find when the pace partner is behind, sometimes it's advantageous to go to view number 6 so I can keep an eye on the pace partner. That way I don't get too far ahead and can see if the pace partner is catching me. Thanks for the thumbs up. It's always encouraging. Latest one's from H. Robert, Y. the Sombra, and even got one from Dan Diesel. Thank you, Dan. He's just moved ahead of me now. Oh, I'm increasing my power so I can see him in my rear view mirror. And there is Dan Diesel. Well, let's see who's going to be the first to comment. I've never had a comment while live streaming before, so this will be a first. As I was saying in my video, the key is to focus. Because if you lose focus on the pace partner, why, you either find yourself way out ahead, especially if you're climbing, or off the back. And then you'll lose the multiplier effect. Why, you wouldn't want to do that. And you lose the draft. Now, I do want to make a comment here. I'm riding with Dan Diesel in Watopia, and today they have the Pace Partners both in Watopia and the Curry Islands. They've only recently introduced Pace Partners to McCurry Islands. And the Pace Partners are available in McCurry Islands whenever that world is in game. But now that we have both today we have Pace Partners riding in the Curry Islands. I'm going to watch it here. I'm getting ahead of the Pace Partner. Today we have Pace Partners both in the Curry Islands and Watopia, and I'm really noticing the size of the peloton riding with the Pace Partner is a lot smaller than normal. I guess we're split between both the Curry Islands and Watopia, so the draft is a lot less. One thing I should mention is when you're riding with a Pace Partner, you can tap your position on the companion app and give out multiple ride-ons, as I'll do right now. You normally cannot do that in a group ride. Only the Yellow Beacon can do that. But when you're with the Pace Partner, you can give out multiple ride-ons. And don't forget the drop star multiplied when you get a ride-on. So if everybody's using that function, why? You're getting lots of ride-ons. And you're not only getting the multiplier effect from the Pace Partner, but also getting the multiplier effect from the ride-ons. I'll do that again. Giving up more ride-ons. Right now my multiplier is at 1.4. That increases every 5 minutes. And it fills up that bar beside the multiplier. And if I, right here, and then we get to 5 minutes, why? The multiplier increases. There we go, 1.6. And that'll take 5 minutes for the bar to fill up again. Okay, we're climbing here, so again, I have to try to match Diesel Dan's power output. If I go too far, I'll be opening up a big gap. So I need to stay around 120. But I'm keeping an eye on Diesel Dan. There, I guess now we're going downhill. I'm gonna have to catch him. Backed off just a bit too much. When you're going downhill, you really have to spin to keep your watts up. or change gears. Oh, my butt's getting a bit sore there. Well, I did a ride on Trainer Road this morning, which I simultaneously recorded on Swift. That was an hour ride. It was a sweet spot workout. Yesterday I was out riding in real life. The temperature was just about freezing. I just started off about at the freezing point. I was at 9 in the morning, and then by the time I finished riding, it was up around 4 Celsius. I guess that would be around 38 Fahrenheit. And put in 70 kilometers, or just over 40 miles. Again, pushing on the hill, it's so easy to push and then get out front of the pace partner. I'm gonna have to back right off here. Gotta go to view number 1, see how far I am out in front. Yeah, 20 meters out in front. So I'm cutting back. Try to hold it at 100 watts. No. Okay, I see the gap coming down now, so I can pick up my power. You can watch those meters. And when it gets close, sometimes you can start coming pretty fast, so you do have to pick it up. Yeah, this is a rolling part of the course where staying with a pace partner can become a bit challenging. Again, key is to try to match the pace partner's power output on both the ups and downs. Keep your power out as constant as possible, but it's easier said than done on these rolling courses. And I can see I'm within 3 meters, 4 meters, so, oh, 5 meters, it went up a bit. Let's go back to view number 6. Yeah, you don't get the meter separation, but you do get the visual feedback of how far you're in front of the pace partner, so that's helpful. Oh, still looking for my first comment. And I see my multiplier's up to 1.8 now. I've been riding for 37 minutes. Oh, I started with the pace partner, and then I guess before I started this live stream, I got dropped. So I was fiddling with my computer and then had to rejoin the pace partner. Typically to go from the multiplier of 1 to 2.5 takes 35 minutes. Or 30 minutes rather, and then counts up for 5 minutes and then at 2.5, and then counts back down at 2.5 for, I think it's around 2 minutes. Not exactly sure. Oh, I'm kind of back right down again. Gabbing here, and it's a bit of an uphill just before we turn onto Ocean Drive. It's a typical spot where get ahead of the pace partner. I'll go back to view number 1. And I'm 16 meters up front, that's not too bad. Go back to view number 6. The one thing riding with a pace partner is, oh, by the way, I should go with some more ride-ons. There we go. The one thing riding with the pace partner, again, you do have to focus. And by virtue of the focusing, time does seem to go by a little bit faster. Just on a group ride, if you're chatting, either with leaving messages with the companion app or with your keyboard, you're taking part of those chats or having a conversation with others on Discord. Similarly, your attention is taken up by that, so time seems to pass faster. And I'm up to 2 times. So this is when it's really important not to lose the pace partner, because now racking up drops at a pretty good clip with the 2.5 multiplier coming up in a few minutes, and it's just a shame if you lose attention and get disconnected from the pace partner and lose that multiplier, go all the way back to 1 and have to start all over again. And by the way, after you've been at 2.5, 2.5 times drop for a total roughly of 7 minutes, and then that multiplier goes back to 1 and you have to start all over again. Well, up to 51 ride-ons. Thank you, Christina, Jay Packard, M. Whalen, Jay Olson, Jay Crofts. Thank you for the ride-ons. Just going to ease up here and let the pace partner catch me. Getting a bit uncomfortably ahead. Okay, there we go. That's better. Now, this is a relatively flat course. So, and riding with Van Diesel, whose pace is casual. Now, that's all relative. Now, casual for one individual can be a challenge for someone else. But staying with Van Diesel on a relatively flat course, I guess we would say that's easy. But when you ride with Cadence, see Cadence, he rides at 2.5 times. For me, that's a good tempo ride. Or B. Brevet, who rides at 3.3. For me, that's just a little bit above threshold. I have trouble staying with that pace partner for more than about 10 minutes at a time. But I guess that's one way to training. You ride with a pace partner that's comfortable, that rides harder than you're comfortable with, and you can stay with that pace partner for increasingly long time. Why? You know you're improving. So that's maybe a good goal. Maybe I should have a goal to stick with pace partner Brevet for increasingly long times. But anyway, I'm enjoying this. I guess for me, I guess we'd call it a recovery ride, riding with the Diesel. Okay, I'm riding at 2.5 times drops multiplier. Again, I'll give out some drops. and still hoping to get at least one comment before I'm done this ride. Yeah, I'll continue riding until I'm back to the multiplier one, and that'll be it for me for today. I'm going to go to view number one and see if maybe just follow the pace partner. 10 meters in front right now, so I just have to ease back. But I do find that the draft is best just in front of the pace partner, just as you would find in a group ride, that the draft seems to be best just ahead of the yellow beacon. Okay, I'm up to 14 meters, gotta just ease back here. Stay below 1.5. And if I do, the diesel will catch up and pass me. Oh, 59 ride-ons: Bishop Toad, P. Martin, M. Stalbert, P. Sato, C. Zed. Thank you. Okay, and now we see Van Diesel. I'll just try to keep him in the picture here. Either riding just slightly ahead or right beside or just in behind. And the counter's at 2.5 now. Almost topped out. You get behind or in front a little bit, and the inclination is to overcompensate. I know it is for me. I get behind and then see, well, I want to get closer, but I put too much power out too quickly. Mentally, I typically prefer to be out front. I guess psychologically, I guess I feel it gives me a little more leeway. I'm getting dropped. Okay, I've topped out at 2.5. You can see that bar is now going backwards. Didn't have a timer on it, but I think it's roughly 2 minutes. Once it starts going down. Well, it looks like I'm ending this ride without any comments. But what can I say? I did get 61 ride-ons. And there we are, back to multiplier of 1. Okay, I'm going to end this right here. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, for Endurance Sweat, train hard and have fun.